From out of the blue, the Houston Oilers have emerged as a bona fide playoff contender. Houston's star-spangled head coach Bum Phillips pilots a tough, young, physical defense that has allowed only 6 touchdowns in 4 games. Reason to smile. But early in period 2 of a defensive stalemate, the Washington Redskins demonstrated the forgotten art of beating the zone deep. Charlie Taylor's 64-yard reception put life into the listless Redskins. Still, on the very next play, blitzing linebacker Robert Brazil dropped Kilmer in his own backfield. But a playbook perspective from high above the AstroTurf explains Brazil's disgust. The Oilers blitz often from their 3-4 defensive alignment, but here, Moses Denson delayed Brazil's Red Dog. Still, Brazil outmuscled Denson and got to Kilmer, but failed to drop the old pro before Kilmer floated this 6-pointer to Frank Grant in the end zone. And Washington led 7-0 at halftime. The Oilers' new strength is their ground game, but when necessary, quarterback Dan Pastorini improvises well, this time finding double O Kenny Burrow alone at the 11. Down close, the Oilers' new bread and butter man is rookie fullback Don Hardiman. The Redskins' Ron McDowell blocked the point after attempt. Still, the Oilers had pulled to within 1. On their next possession, Washington advanced on the broken field exploits of Mike Thomas, a genuine NFL rarity, a rookie running back starting for George Allen. But when the Redskin drive fizzled, Mark Mosley added 3 points to the scoreboard. C.L. Whittington's overzealousness cost the Oilers 15 yards. The Redskins opted to take the penalty as Coach Allen sent the offense back onto the field, forfeiting Mosley's 3 points for a second chance at 6. But Allen's decision also gave the Oiler defense an opportunity at redemption. But Willie Alexander's interception merely interrupted the Redskins' third-quarter ball control surge. 3 downs and a punt later, Kilmer and Grant split the Oilers' zone to the Houston 19. There's an unwritten rule in the NFL. When a quarterback strays from the pocket, he's fair game. Here, rookie linebacker Robert Brazil reminds Kilmer that the maxim still applies. However, the officials ruled that Brazil's reminder went beyond the call of duty. So, the ball was moved half the distance to the goal. Brazil was ejected from the game, and a partisan crowd stood unanimous in its disfavor. But for Houston, Brazil's ejection proved to be the turning point of the contest, as Tody Smith shot down the Redskins' air game. Smith's sack stifled the Redskins' momentum and halted a potential clinching touchdown drive, as Washington was forced to accept a Mark Mosley field goal and a 4-point lead. Billy White Shoes Johnson closed out the third period with this 23-yard reception to the Redskin 18. 5 plays later, Mr. Hardiman welcomed the fourth quarter with his second touchdown, and the Oilers led for the first time 13-10. But Washington fought back, marching methodically into Houston territory, with Kilmer and old pro Charlie Taylor improvising on a big third down completion. Ted Washington's fine hit prevented Taylor from advancing his 600th career reception. Taylor's survey of the situation showed that Washington was only 1 yard shy of a first down, but the Oilers' swarming, hard-hitting defenders saved their finest effort for this critical 4th and 1 situation. Mike Thomas got the football, but Curly Culp penetrated inside while linebacker Ted Thompson closed down hard, forcing Thomas into heavy traffic, and the Redskins came up short. A subsequent drive produced similar results as Houston's middleman, Curly Culp, dropped Kilmer for an 11-yard loss. Culp's sack added to Houston's league-leading total, but more importantly, it added 11 yards to Mark Mosley's field goal attempt, which went wide to the left. And so an anonymous bunch from Houston upset the powerful Redskins and convinced football fans everywhere that the Houston Oilers are for real.